All right, guys, this is your NFL, NFC, and AFC championship games predictions review. Coming into this round, obviously through five games on the AFC side of it, I was 4-1, and through 5 games on the NFC side of the playoff predictions, I was 5-0. Because on the AFC side of it, I went undefeated in the first round. On the NFC side of it, I went undefeated on that side of it, and that was wild card weekend. And then we moved on to the divisional round, where in the divisional round of the AFC side of it, I got one right, one wrong in the divisional round for AFC, and I got both of them right on the NFC side of the playoffs in the divisional round, which brought my total up through 5 games for the AFC to 4-1, and brought my total up to 5-0 on the NFC side of it. So, and that brought my total up through 10 games between the NFC and AFC to 9-1 through 10 games total between the NFC and AFC. So now, let's get into NFC and AFC championship game. Let's get into the NFC and AFC championship game reviews from yesterday. Obviously, I got both games right between the NFC and AFC. So I went 2-0 yesterday. I had the Patriots beating the Broncos and advancing to Super Bowl 60, and the Patriots won and advanced to Super Bowl 60. And I had the Seahawks. So the Patriots won and advanced to Super Bowl 60 on the AFC side of it. And on the NFC side of it, I had the Seahawks winning, and the Seahawks won over the Rams and advanced to Super Bowl 60 on the NFC side of it, which brings, so I went 1-0 on the AFC side of it yesterday and 1-0 on the NFC side of it yesterday. So I went 2-0 total between the NFC and AFC side of the playoffs and in the NFC and AFC championship games. Bringing my total for the AFC side of the playoffs, through 6 games to 5 right, 1 wrong, so 5-1, and bringing my total on the NFC side of it to 6-0, 6 right, 0 wrong. So once again, on the AFC side of the playoffs, since we're done with the AFC and NFC playoffs as a whole, and we now move on to Super Bowl 60, NFC versus AFC. I will finish with a record of 5 right, 1 wrong on the AFC side of the playoffs, so 5-1 there. And I will finish with a record of, and I will finish with a record of 6 right, 0 wrong on the NFC side of it. So 5-1 on the AFC side of it for the NFL playoffs this year, and 6-0 on the NFC side of it. So 5-1 on the AFC side of the playoffs this year. So 5-1. I will finish 5-1 on the AFC side of the playoffs this year, and I will finish 6-0 on the NFC side of the playoffs this year. So once again, guys, I will finish 5-1 on the AFC side of the playoffs this year, and I will finish 6-0 on the NFC side of the playoffs this year. And that will bring my overall record between the NFC and AFC through 12 games to 11-1 with the Super Bowl yet to play. So I'm 11-1 through 12 games between the NFC and AFC. So my grand total between the NFC and AFC with the Super Bowl yet to play is 11-1 through 12 games. Sorry, I got a little raspy throat, guys. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, once again, congrats to the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots for advancing to the Super Bowl, for advancing to Super Bowl 60. Now let's get into my pick. On one side, on the NFC side, you got the Seattle Seahawks, who will be playing in their fifth Super Bowl, looking to win their second ever. Sam Darnold, with the career he has, deserves this more than anybody, I would think. I mean, last year, he went like 14-3 with the Vikings, and then he ended up getting beat in the first round of the playoffs. So yeah, on one side, I want Sam Darnold to get that fucking Super Bowl win because it kind of just is like a big FU to the Vikings right there, saying, you let this guy go, he could have won you a Super Bowl. But anyway, I know Seattle's defense has a lot to do that, so I'll be happy if Sam Darnold wins it. But like I said, on one side, you look at Sam Darnold to get his first Super Bowl win and shut up all the doubters and the haters. And you're looking at Seattle to get their second in 5 tries. And on the other side, you got the New England Patriots. We all know the history here. This will be their 13th. This will be the Patriots' 13th Super Bowl appearance. Obviously, it'll be their first without Tom Brady since Tom Brady left them. We all know Tom Brady went to 7 Super Bowls. Won 7 Super Bowls, was in 10 total, and he was in 9 of them with the Patriots. So this will be only the 4th time the Patriots have ever been to a Super Bowl without Tom Brady as a starting quarterback, and looking to win their first without Tom Brady as a starting quarterback. But I love Drake May, looking for his first in his second year. So I'm going to go with the Patriots to win Super Bowl 60. So go Patriots. And once again, I never thought I'd say that. Once again, congrats to the Seahawks and the Patriots on reaching Super Bowl 60. But I am going with the New England Patriots to win Super Bowl 60.